and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You're not going to know who's making your motions because I can't see.
Call to order, roll call started on my right.
Councilperson Josh Arnold.
Councilperson Brent Byer.
Mayor Jimmy John King.
Councilperson Craig Anderson.
Councilperson Jeremiah Olgen.
Can't they? Approval of council meeting minutes, the regular meeting of July 14th, 2020.
Did we do the agenda?
Oops, sorry, approval of tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Any additions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Approval of council meeting minutes of the regular meeting of July 14th.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Special meeting minutes of July 23rd, 2020.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? That carries. Finance and budget. You have the accounts payable there with the additional listing. Peruse that. Carlos not here, so we'll ask Bill if you have any questions.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Do we have any other discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Under motions and general business, first item this evening, where did I forget?
Can I interrupt you, Mayor King?
Go right ahead.
Since the request has come from Dan Hammer and he's not here, I would suggest we just table it or postpone it until the next meeting when he can be here.
He's
Because
not
staff-
coming?
Huh?
He's not coming tonight?
I thought he was, but he's not here, and when staff talked to him, he really wanted to be able to talk to you guys.
All right.
So you could go through the motions and talk to it, but I think he's gonna wanna come before council.
Should we table it? Do we have a motion to table this to the
I'll
next
move to
meeting?
table the matter.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, that carries. That takes us to hockey rink, purchase of dasher board system. Hockey rink replacement, due to storm sewer needing upgrade as part of the 2020 CIP, our existing hockey rink needed to be removed and replaced. The existing rink was showing signs of deterioration and was approximately 15 years old. We decided to go with a portable rink for the flexibility of utilizing the park space for other purposes. They were originally asking $35,000 for this used dasher board system for a rink. In comparing the rink with others, we feel the dasher board system 4 is better quality and a great value. We were able to secure it for $25,000. We looked into other rinks and we could go with a new one, smaller rink, lesser quality for $29,000. The park board is contributing approximately half the cost. The other half will be funded by the general fund. Council action requested is to approve or deny the purchase of the dasher board system 4 hockey rink from Rink Systems Incorporated from Albert Lee, Minnesota. Questions or discussion?
Have you guys gone to look at this yet?
I'm going to, if it is approved, get the check, we'll look at it tomorrow to make sure it's represented what it is. If it's not, we go back out of the deal. So I have not gone to look at it yet. It is all packaged up in a semi-trailer, but he said he would get me in to look at it and we'd write up some kind of guarantee or warranty at the time. That, if we did decide Who are you buying it from? Is it
It's
private party?
system is, what's it? Their name's on here, where's?
Dasher board system.
Well, Dasher Board's
Hockey
the name of
rinks
the rink.
from Rink Systems
Yeah, Rink
Incorporated.
Systems Incorporated in Elderly. They deal in all sorts of these. The one we did get a price on new that was $29,000 is a different style. I think I told you guys before, I don't do this all the time, so I did studying up on, reading through some of them, looking at reviews on them. The Dasher board is considered probably the top of the line if you bought this rink new. I think it was $120,000. If you bought this rink new, it's 7 years old for the 25. It's fiberglass and aluminum, pretty much should last. He said you'll easily get 20-some years out of it, just to take care of it, it should last forever.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second to approve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. Next item under general business is approve the use of funds to pay off debt. The finance committee has reviewed the proposed repayment of 5 debt accounts that have call dates on or before 12/1/2020. We would be paying off debt that would have come due over the next 3 years. The total principal is $432,000. The funds will be taken from a money market account from CDs that have come due and have not been reinvested. Paying this debt off early will help us reduce the tax burden over the next couple of years and help us to maintain a budget with no or minimal increase for 2021. Council action requested is to approve or deny the use of money market funds to pay off CIP and general obligation debt for funds 313, 314, 317, 318, and 337. I take it, you checked this all out, Brett?
Yep, finance committee got together with Carla. We went over it.
You both feel it's the thing to be doing right now?
Yep. Yes.
Okey dokey. We have a motion to approve or deny.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Do we have any other discussion or questions?
I just had a question. What are funds 313, 14, 17, 18, and 37? Do we know?
They covered different CIP projects.
Okay.
The city would take out a bond,
Yep.
and that's what we would use to pay off, and then when assessments come in, they help us pay that off.
Yep.
So these are some bonds that are out there that
Just
are
wondering.
having very small balances left.
Yep.
And to take on the interest to finish them out during their schedule would be more than if we just paid them off. And
Right.
it'll do us better as a net gain to pay them off and not pay the extra interest versus the little bit of interest we're getting on these CDs that are at stake.
On the next page, it'll say which,
Oh,
like
which one's
313
in
is
this?
the 2013 CIP.
Oh, I don't have that.
Oh, you don't, oh, you know what, that's under your minutes, your
Oh, okay.
finance committee minutes, I'm sorry. So yeah, it goes through and.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, any other questions or discussion? I believe we have a motion and a second to approve, so all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. That will take us to the mayor's staff and consultant report. Tonight, the mayor's report. City of Stewartville would like to send our sympathies to the families of Ryan Rhodes, Bernard Lawrence, Carly Sweet, Jerry Struthers, Lloyd Pepper, Marilyn McCarthy, Dwayne Laux, and Terry Burns. We're also sending out congratulations and a big happy 99th birthday to Joyce Johnson of Racine. The Chamber is planning a mask drive during which residents can donate homemade masks and or money to purchase more masks. Contact the Chamber for more information. Trash and Treasure Days will be held on September 19th. You can sign up at the Stewartville Star. The American Legion Golf Tournament is scheduled for August 15th. Call the Legion to register your group. SYAA Flag Football. Registration for that will open until August 2nd. And last but not least tonight on the report is we'd like to send a big shout out, a big thank you to Jason Holland. He's gave us many years of service, done a fine job of keeping our public informed, making the hard drives and the rep and all the stuff get into the Star. And thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. Wish you you've done a great job for us and continued success in whatever else you're going to do. So thanks a lot, Jason. That's all I've got. Well, I'd like to thank Brett for wearing his mask tonight. Bill, you got anything to report?
Reports in your packet, just 2 quick items. You've probably heard the news that, the city's gonna be allocated funds for the COVID and the CARES Act. They do have to go for specific COVID-related items, so the staff, the departments are working on those lists to cover city-required items. And then the EDA is looking at hopefully utilizing some of those funds to provide maybe some additional grant programs for our businesses, because it can be a pass-through that way. So if you get questions about it, it has specific uses. It can't just be used for any city item. And then the other thing was set by the lead of our wonderful library staff. With the mask mandate, we're getting all the departments to fall into place and all the city facilities to be postered and notified so that we follow those guidelines as they continue. So, that's it.
Bill, just to clarify one thing on that COVID money, we've been allocated up to that amount, correct?
Right.
The public needs to know they haven't just wrote us a check for that amount. We have to prove every bit of it and be
receipts.
approved before we can get any of it.
Yep, and if it's not properly documented for those COVID-related eligible items, we have to return to the state whatever we don't use. So,
All right, thank you.
yep, that should do it.
Any questions for Bill? I'll take us, you covered the finance director report too, Bill?
Yeah, we're gonna start looking at hopefully some kind of workshop, talk about ideas for 2021. Right now, the finance committee talked about utilizing some of these extra CD dollars for maybe just some miscellaneous projects the city has had on the list, but just hasn't gotten to that we could maybe use, or save the majority of it to keep our proposed budget really stable, so it has a very minimal, if any, impact on our residents' tax bills, for the city portion anyway. So she'll be getting a notice out to all of you. We're looking probably in the end of August timeframe for that. That should
All
be
right, any questions on finance? Thanks, Bill. That'll take us to Sean, Public Work Director report.
Busy, lots of project stuff going, but we got approval today for the path on, the state permit came through to do the work on the path going along the river there. So we'll be working on that in the next few weeks to make that connection.
Oh,
Other than that, it's business as usual.
any other questions for Sean? If not, thanks, Sean. Tell the guys thanks for all the work. Hope you're all feeling good. I need to add one thing I left off on the mayor's report from our employee Scott Preby and his family. They sent a thank you for the arrangement that was sent to the altar for the passing of Leo Preby. I'm assuming that's Scott's father, correct? So he said, thank you for the nice arrangement. It was left on the altar for Sunday service, and that was addressed to the council and everyone here at City Hall. So thank you, and I want that added to my report. I forgot. All right. City engineer, Jenna, you got a report for us?
The CIP project keeps moving forward. They did state today that they're a couple weeks ahead on the underground work, but might be about a week behind on the street work, so, of what the schedule they proposed when they turned in the bid, so. All in all, it is moving forward nicely, and they finally got the most difficult spot with the storm sewer completed last week, so they're very happy about that.
Good.
Next is the deepest part of the sanitary sewer, so that will be interesting too.
Are they working like overtime every week or 8-hour days or?
They work longer days during pretty much 7 to 5.
Any other questions for Jenna about any of the other projects or anything going on? If not, thank you, Jenna. All right, that takes us to library director report. Nate?
To begin with, are there any questions from my row report? If not, things are going really well. We're very busy. The weekly kits that we've been handing out are very positively received. It's been, the demand has been pretty high. I would say probably one of our two coolest kits are coming out yet. We're having a slime kit that's in a couple weeks. And then next week is a build your own crane. So anyone who has a kid in their life who's interested in construction, totally sign up for that kit. It's really neat. We also got help for that one from Teagan Paper and the grocery store in town too for some of our supplies. So that was a real big help. Otherwise, this is our busy time of the year, and we're just keep grinding along.
So you're a secret shopper now?
A little bit, yeah. And, you know, I mean, I have a mask on, so it helps.
So what do you just drive through and use their pickup service or something?
Yeah, I want to see like the service model, like what if there are things like how they're doing it, if it seems safer or weirder or less, you know, more or less efficient. You know, like you know, different libraries to take different approaches to this. So you know, like the smart thing to do is you know look at how other service models work and see where you can steal from.
So you pretty well got it out to the public that you have curbside and they can come in too, they pretty well
Yep.
know that now?
Yeah, it's, every once in a while, you know, we'll get somebody called, you know, and we go through the rigmarole of what it takes for, how curbside works and how it doesn't. But yeah, it's been very positively received.
Okay, so whatever they feel best with, they can do, come on in or sit and.
Absolutely, yep.
Good. Any other questions for Nate? All right, thank you, Nate. Keep it up. Fire chief's report, not here. Committee commission board reports, Chamber of Commerce. Nothing in there. EDA HRA. Let's see, we had a
Nothing
meeting,
really.
report will be
Meeting
coming up.
last week.
Yeah. I haven't finished up the report yet, we'll get it in the next packet.
Cleaning grants, that's a biggie.
Yeah. Finance,
I think we,
you guys just approved
Nothing.
that.
We just had a meeting over that, and I don't know if there'll be something coming out from the guessing for budget,
Library,
We'll meet in August.
meeting in August.
Park board,
Nothing.
personnel,
I got just one side item for each of you individually.
all right, planning and zoning,
We meet August 4th.
all right, public safety. Nothing. Public works,
No report.
ready,
No report.
roll call,
I just had a meeting and they're still going through the renewal of the long-range plans, but, the only thing talked about was the I-90 project, and then, believe it or not, on the radar is the intersection, here by Strikers, Dairy Queen, for some kind of rejuvenation, but it looks to be a ways out, so that should do her from that.
all right, Stu 180,
Last one, thanks for the confidence and, if you need it, give me a call.
handing over the reins tonight, right?
Right.
Is this gonna work?
I think so,
You got a good one?
yeah.
Brent hasn't corrupted her mind or anything?
Oh, she's got to work with it, so.
Okay. Transit Advisory Committee,
No report.
communications, nothing in the packet. Open mic, policy, we don't have that policy by heart right now. Anybody here wanna use it tonight? If not, that leaves us with one motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That carries, we are adjourned.